and all that, and then enjoy Mystic Quest with Jenja. I'm gonna make lunch.
Yeah, enjoy Mystic Quest with Jenja. Good morning, everyone.
I have power. I have power. I need the AV. Okay. Where did Bowie put my AV cables? Now that's a good question. That's a fantastic. Bowie the hero, my friend. That's super. Maybe an iceberg still. You almost stole my control. Oh, he did. Yeah, I had them in the PlayStation. I should be.
Happy? Could you, or did you already do it?
I'm changing.
Already do it.
Thank you very much.
That might should fit, right? What are these cables though? I don't know. They fit.
Yeah.
Just need pop.
Yeah, hello. Super excited, of course. Hello.
The speed game.
What's this?
My fancy Mystic Quest has 0 viewers right now. Let's check that. What do we have? Oh, there should be some unused over here. Better use this one. You can also use the one that High Spirits used to charge his laptop actually. It might actually be mine, but yours, yeah. Possibly. I don't know where's mine then.
When is SD3? Friend, you can just rewatch the first game of this. Well, it's not this stream anymore. Oh, it got shut down again. Yeah, sure. Sure. That run was something. So what's up, everyone? We're going to do the European SNES FF trilogy, just replacing FF5 with Mystic Quest because FF5 I think I released in Europe. So yeah, gonna give. I just have to quickly check if everything is alright, but it should be fine.
First, just has to move that up again and actually check. That's mine here. This might be mine, yes. Sharing is caring. Yeah. Maybe I'll remember to do it next year.
GSH3, yeah. It's the best I can do. Sure, I guess. I have to, hold on.
You just stole my video game.
Saw your video game?
Oh, this just stole my video game.
You woke up just for me. What the hell, Dream Boom? What is wrong with you? Why would you ever wake up for Mystic Quest? That is never a good idea. But thank you anyways. 2 hour 20? Nah. Come on. I already ran 3 fuck-ass long games. Like, this is... It's not even that short. Like, 2 hours... It's up 2 hours, of course. I actually don't even know. It's been a while since I actually run this game, so I might actually be...
This is your last game on the schedule.
It is.
No.
I'm sure I'm gonna do some more stuff. Alright, let's go, I guess. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lore 6. Alright, welcome to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This is basically the European replacement for FF5. Because the Japanese, they thought like, man, these non-Japanese people, they're too dumb to understand FF5, so let's give them an RPG that is so basic that even the dumbest of the dumb people can understand it. And that's why we have Mystic Quest, basically. So you'll see this has the basic traits of a typical RPG, but it's all narrowed down to the most basic functions possible. So first of all, we're gonna fight a introduction boss, which can majorly screw you over if he decides to be a oh, never mind, I got crit, nice. So basically I have to crit at some point now, or I'm dead. And if I don't crit here, I'm dead. And rip. Nice! Nice run, GG. Nice, I've been waiting for this.
Just wanna say.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this first boss, he can just kill you. Alright, we just have to like not miss and just get a crit, or he should not get a crit. One more hit please. Thank you. Good start everyone. So you already saw what happens when you die. There is no real game over in this game. You instead get to choose to restart the fight if you want, so that's what we had to do there. So we got glorious luck right there. Typical Jenja run, by the way. I want to say that. Anyways, that was just a short introduction. You have to get 4 crystals, yada yada, typical stuff. So now we want to explore this world a little bit. Now we get to this forest, which is kind of sealed off at this point, so we have to look for someone to be able to cut down the trees. So we go into this house and we find Kaylee. And Kaylee apparently has an axe, so she can actually cut trees down with it. So you notice right away that you can only have a maximum of 2 party members at a time. So it's you and one party, like one party member as well. So you have a maximum party size of 2 people, which is kind of okay, I guess. One thing that we're going to do here is we're going to pick up the cure spell. That's going to come in at the very end of this run. Up until now we really don't need it that much, but still. Sure.
I guess you can hear that, right?
Yeah, I should also maybe turn on this. Almost forgot. Okay, so anyways, with Kaylee and the cure spell, we can make our way into the level of forests, and we're gonna fight our first battle. Fights in general are very, very basic, as usual. You have the option, like the most important thing for a speedrun is that you have the option to turn your partner into a manual status where you can control his actions, or you can let him on auto, which basically means that he is taking his own actions as he thinks is the most suitable thing to do. Nice miss, Kaylee. Usually you want to have your partner on auto if you know what she or he is going to do. Oh my god. So that's the most important, or one of the most important things in a speedrun, that you know what your partner is going to do if you leave him on auto. And for example, if you have less than 50% of your health points, your partner is always trying to, or will always heal you, and you usually don't want that because you don't care about healing. So first boss, we're gonna glitch it out a little bit. We're gonna cast life on him, and life is a little bit bugged in this game because you don't have the enemies don't actually have like a resistance against that, but it's more like life doesn't damage undead enemies, but it rather kills every non-undead enemy in that sense, unless they have a resistance against it or an anti-flag against it. And they forgot it for this boss, so easy. This is actually patched in the PAL version, so if you would play the PAL version, the life spell would work as you would think it would. So we go into the next dungeon and we meet Tristan, and Tristan is kind of a treasure hunter and is looking for unused treasure, and we're gonna invite him into our party. Man, I hope I know how to pick up the items again. Anyways, we go through this bone dungeon right now. Tristam is probably the worst character in this game. Well, not right, but anyways. Gonna be a dead end here, and Tristam's gonna sell us some bombs. Now the bombs are probably the strongest weapon in the game, because for one reason, they never miss. They have a 100% hit chance. They hit the entire enemy party. And yeah, they're just in general physically very strong. Now for these enemies right here, you want them to be like the overworlds. There are no random encounters in this game, so you see the enemies on the screen. But the sprite is always the same, but what is random is the enemy formation. So it's random if I get 1, 2 or 3 skeletons right here. And you want to fight only 1 or 2 because you can kill both of them in one round. If you get 3, you have to basically escape from the fight and then restart so that you can kill them in one round. It's generally faster to do that. Alright, same goes with this. You just want to have 2 enemies and it's all good. And you hope for Tristam to not miss. It's also... Oh yeah, I guess you need cure also for the next boss. Yeah, you're right. Well, we mainly need cure for the last part of the game. Alright, we're just making our way through the bone dungeon. I can already explain some stuff. You have 4 weapons in general: the sword, the axe, the claw. I gotta run away from this. The claw and the bombs. Rip. Louder game audio. Is it that low? I can turn it up if I get the next cutscene. Alright, we're gonna pick up an item here, which are the magic seeds. Yeah, I don't know. I would figure that Bowie might have changed some stuff around, so I can turn it up a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna do it after the next boss fight. So we picked up the magic seeds. I'm gonna explain what they actually do once I have to use them. So the way the magic works in this game is that you have 3 categories: white, black, and wizard. And we can skip that enemy. And you have, instead of having mana points, you instead have a set amount of spells that you can cast for each category. And the magic seeds basically replenish that to the maximum. I'm gonna do a little glitch here, which is called the item duplication. Very, very creative name, I know. But if you saw me using the seed but not actually confirming it by my second character, so if I use the seed and then run away immediately, you could actually get an extra seed into the inventory, which is kind of necessary. Yeah. So, alright. Upcoming first real boss, and this boss can actually be kind of dangerous. Alright, so we have the Flamer's Rex. And Flamer's Rex is a pretty dangerous enemy boss. He can deal a lot of damage, especially with the Earthquake. He's vulnerable to Cure though, so this is why we're gonna cast Cure most of the time. That's actually not too bad, because he went first, so my partner can cast Life afterwards, and I can still get my spell off. Nice crit. We wanna see some crits from Tristam here. He's only using Riptide. That is pretty bad. And also do a little bit less annoying stuff. That is also not so cool. Gonna do it safe here and heal Tristam to full. This could otherwise go pretty badly. So most of the time we're gonna have your partner on auto because it saves time, you don't have to input that. Oh my god, what is he doing? Why is he doing it? He should be fine though. Yeah, we're gonna be fine unless this misses. Alright, good fight I guess overall, not too bad. Alright, let me actually see if I can turn up the music a little bit. I turned it up by quite a bit. Let me tell you if that's better for you, if I need to turn it up even more. So we defeated the boss, we get the sand crystal. We're gonna pick up some bombs here, which are useful for later. Don't forget to pick up the crystal, otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. The coin. The sand coin. And with that we can make our way to the next area of the game. Maybe a bit more. That is weird. Alright, we're gonna turn it up a little bit more even. Now we have to wait still a couple minutes. I don't know why it... I really don't want to do it, but I just have to blame Bowie for this. Probably changed a bit of the sound around. I don't know. No one else would do that.
Even worse.
What is worse? Oh.
I don't know, like capture doesn't work. I mean, I have a picture, but the sound is better.
Alright, now I actually have to make sure to pick up my items in a very specific order, and that is very important.
I don't know.
Yeah, I already changed it up a little bit, or turned it up a little bit. Let's see what they say, if that's like better now.
Yeah, it doesn't go over, so there should be louder. That's the problem. I don't know how to change that.
Oh wait, actually, that doesn't even change anything, that's just the audio. You have to right click on the thing on the GV.
Eigenschaften.
And then just turn it up there. Yeah, exactly that.
Oh.
Did I pick up the steel shield now?
How are we?
Did.
Stream, let us know in the comments.
Alright, that's good. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, so we give Kaylee back the elixir after she has been poisoned, and yeah, now we can move on. God,
You even hear that?
yeah, of course I hear that. Alright, so we're gonna make our way into the next area. I still have to duplicate one more seed, that's important to know. So whenever I get an encounter that is not to my liking, I'm gonna duplicate another one. I'm gonna pick up some more bombs just for safety, you usually don't need that many, but... alright, with that we can move on. Yeah, what I want to say is I have to make sure to pick up the items, or at least the consumable items, in a very, very specific order. That is important for a very game-breaking glitch a little bit later. But if you screw that up, it's gonna be bad. So here we meet Phoebe, who is just desperately trying to save her city here. And so we go to Aquaria and see what is actually going on here. So we see that the entire water and everything is frozen in here, and they basically don't have any access to water or anything. So of course we're gonna try to somehow melt it, and for that we have to go into the wintry cave. I died to Behemoth. Is that enough trolling? I guess. Alright, so we go into the wintry cave and fight some more enemies. Now for these, Phoebe is a pretty strong character. She has a lot of spells, and she's generally pretty strong for that. You can also see that in this game you get carried by your partner. That is like a big thing. Like your partner is always way higher level than you, and yeah, your partner is generally just stronger than you are. they also apparently always have the right solution for the enemies. So Phoebe has fire and almost everything in here is weak to fire. Alright, and here we're gonna get our last weapon, the claw, after we fall down here. Phoebe is gonna hand us over her claw, and she's gonna instead equip bow and arrow. And that is definitely the stronger weapon. Bow is a pretty good one, especially against flying enemies. If there are two different enemy types, you have to manually select fire and cast it on all, even though, like, if you just leave her on auto, she will not multicast fire, which is kind of stupid. But I still have to duplicate one more seed. I think I'm gonna do it right here because I don't know if I can run away from every encounter. Actually, this is just good. Alright. We're gonna fight our way through here. Nothing really we can actually do. And with this, nothing much that I can talk about here right now. We're coming up to an enemy that is somewhat more dangerous. Please hit. Oh no, please Phoebe, that is bad. Now the Quake does not do enough damage to kill them, so that is pretty unlucky. Really damn unlucky. Should kill her. That's unfortunate. So far.
How was that before?
Alright, so the centaurs are pretty dangerous. They can cast Riddle, and Riddle is pretty dangerous because it confuses you. Basically, the most scary thing that can ever happen in the first part of this game is confusion, and you don't have any resistance against it, and you just waste all the spells most of the time, which you absolutely don't want to do. In a very tight magic point schedule, I want to say.
Oh, it's British.
It's British. So this should be fine. So if you multi-target spells, it gets divided, like the damage gets basically divided by each enemy. So if you have only 2 enemies, it's gonna do more damage. I'm actually not even sure. I have no more fire left. No, I had to use a multi-target fire on the worms because we missed in the first one. It's like I'm just gonna kill this manually now, whatever. Yeah, unfortunate.
Okay, never mind. Not as bad as if you...
Alright. Usually you still have a fire there, but it's okay. These birds can sometimes be annoying, but okay, we're faster. Speed is another thing that is quite random in this game, I want to say. Still have to reconfirm a couple things. Sometimes you're faster than the enemy, sometimes you're not. It's somewhat random, really. Speed is very inconsistent in this game. So it's definitely something that you cannot rely on. I think yeah, I can. Alright, and with this we are good to go. So first of all we want to get rid of the birds, so hopefully GSH3 can get his bombs off before they can. Nice. And we got pretty lucky with the turnover in this. And for the rest we're just gonna hope for Phoebe crits right here, for example. And we just hope to not get, like, hopefully Phoebe does not get blinded, that would be bad. But we should be fine. If Benjamin or if GSH3 dies here, it's not that bad, but oh, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. Good fight so far. The squid. We just killed you. I'm sorry.
I'm used to that by now.
Alright, with that we can move out of this wintry cave. We got the crest. I'm actually not sure which one is Libra crest. I think I'm not sure. But yeah, with that we are able to use the teleporters that have that symbol on them, and that is somewhat helpful. At least we need it for the story trigger right now. So now we can just move out and continue with the stories. So. So yeah, also it doesn't matter if your character is dead or not, you will always get the experience for that. So yeah, the experience is split up upon... your partner doesn't get any experience at all, he just stays that level forever. But the only one that can actually get experience is the main character, and he gets them regardless of him being dead or not, so it doesn't really matter if anyone is dead. So we just get the wake water, which we can use to melt the flower or whatever that is in Aquaria. They would in theory get more access to non-frozen water, but it's not working out slightly just as much. So yeah, the magic is somewhat tightly. Like, I definitely know that I have that many spells left before I have to use a seed, and that is very important. It just works out. You can go a little bit safer and just do an extra seed duplication, but usually it's not necessary. Alright, now we go into False Basin, and this is like somewhat... We have some sort of puzzles here where I have to push these blocks around, or these pillars, so you can jump over them. If actually he'll Phoebe, so whatever. Yeah, it's a little bit of a puzzle, but it's not too difficult. You can do a little bit of a sequence break here, but wouldn't actually call it sequence break. It's just a small skip. You can skip 2 encounters here. Nobody knows if that is actually intended by the developers, or if they just overlook that you can push the pillars into a certain place. So here we are hoping for only the snakes and no water hacks on the side. Nah, never mind, never lucky. Because if you multi-target thunder, like the snakes are weak to thunder, but if you multi-target it, you have to throw an extra bomb onto the water hacks. What's up, MTI? I mean, Desert Hack, of course, to get some water hack. Desert Hack. We were just playing FF1. Alright, so now we can do some specific...
That is the boys' memory card from PlayStation, right?
Placement for these pillars. And with that we can skip 2 encounters, because normally you were supposed to push all these pillars to the very, very right and then fight 2 more encounters, but this works out just fine. So upcoming next boss, one of the more dangerous ones. Actually, any boss is dangerous in this game, but definitely have to do this. Alright. No crap is very, very stupid. First we want to get rid of the desert hacks as quickly as possible, because they're just annoying. And again, your biggest nightmare in this fight is confusion. I know. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. Let's just go with it. So Thunder does a good amount of damage. In theory, it would do more damage if Phoebe crits, but this is the more consistent way. And he's weak against Axe Attack, just when he is. This is actually fine. I think I'm just go for it. That's fine. Sometimes you can just go for it. Like, I think even if he killed Phoebe, it would have been fine. Alright, so we have to do one more thing before. I definitely have to duplicate one more seed. So we go into the Ice Pyramid, and this has a special. Oh, use the sword. So it has a special trait to it, and all the refresher, all the enemies in this dungeon are invisible. So there are no random encounters here. It's just that the enemies are invisible. And I have to duplicate one more seed to be fine here, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So there we go, and that should give me 2 seeds. Yes, and I also have to use it right away. I need the thunder for these enemies. Even at the better. Oops, that doesn't matter.
Would have been funny if Benjamin was faster there.
Then I would just have to duplicate again.
They have any use.
No, I still have 2. Oh yeah, now oh yeah. Actually, you're right. You're right. That would have been pretty bad, yeah. Oh, I'm stupid. Why am I messing up the sword equipped? That was stupid. Usually you're trying to defeat all the enemies here in one turn, so they don't get any additional attacks off and whatnot and waste time, but sometimes it's not possible. So yeah, you can get a magic mirror at the very entrance of this dungeon, which basically reveals all the invisible enemies. But since it's a speedrun, so we don't want to pick that up, it's also guarded by a couple of enemies. And this is a very good fight.
That's right.
But yeah, since, as I said, the type of enemy always stays the same, so it doesn't even matter if, like, I know at which spot there is an enemy. They're always going to be at the same spot. So it's not like I'm gonna get like surprised or anything. So I really don't need the mirror at all if you know where to go and if you know what you have to fight anyway. Another good encounter. Again, I have to single target this 777 damage, because otherwise it would not work out. Now these sphinx that you see right there on the left, you can already mark that enemy because that's going to be the nightmare of this dungeon. So yeah, really, as I already said, it's the most important thing is to know what your partner does when you have him on auto. Because you save, like, it doesn't look like much, but you save, over the course of the entire run, you save so much time if you let the partner on auto, if you know what he does, and you don't mess up with that. This is one fight, for example, which you cannot kill in one round. So you have to get 2 rounds off, because they're not weak to any spells, so you have to just kill them one by one. These things are weak to the bombs, so we're gonna defend with Phoebe so that she doesn't waste an extra turn. It's small things like that that save a lot of time in the end. Getting floor 6. He missed again, that's actually pretty bad. That would have been better. Alright. It's one more fight, then we can. I might do commentary for the Saturday weekends. Probably not, but I don't know anything about Lufia 1. And the Lufia 2 run is gonna be, like, Lufia 2 is gonna be by Happy Squid. I don't know. I mean, my commentary for Lufia 1 would probably go like, oh look, he's fighting another encounter, oh look, it's another encounter, oh look, it's another random encounter. Yeah. He took a step and got another encounter. Oh look, he got unlucky, he's dead. What's up, Joe? Would be great. Yeah, Lufia 2 on Saturday is gonna be 100% as well, so that's gonna be amazing. So yeah, there's a couple more encounters that we have to fight here. There's no way to avoid them obviously, because you have to walk through them. Yes, it's gonna be Lufia 200%. You should definitely not miss that one. That includes the Egg Dragon. It's true, it's hard to miss, it's gonna take like... I believe. With the Ancient Cave, yes. Mit der Ahnenhöhle. Oh my, Phoebe misses a lot for some reason, that is kind of bad. But normally Phoebe is waifu.
Okay, I feel about working on one game. Game's not blocked.
How does he do that?
I don't know, that's the textbook.
Volta soft dog again.
Oh no, it's actually right.
Anyway, so Lufia 200% consists of opening every single chest. And that's why we have to complete the Ancient Cave as well, because there are 3 chests afterwards, so you get as a reward. Alright, so these Sphinx are the most dangerous enemy in the entire dungeon right here. Because they can cast Riddle, and Riddle confuses you. And confusion is not good. Alright, so I'm gonna pick up the heal potions right here, which is again important for specific glitch in the game. Haley is waifu? I don't know about that. 100%? Have to get more record and proof otherwise. Alright, I'm gonna pick up the noble armor because it gives you protection against ice or water, and it's very helpful against the next boss and also for some enemies later on. So what I'm gonna be doing now is, first of all, I'm gonna heal up because I can, and then I'm gonna use the last seed on Phoebe. So if you notice my inventory, the inventory is sorted in a way that the top row is only reserved for consumable items. That's important to know for the glitch later. So you saw me, like before I used the seed, it was like seeds, cure potions, refresher, and heal potions in that order. I used up the last seed, so now my top row consists of nothing, cure potions, refresher, heal potions. As I said, the order is important for the glitch, so I'm not...
Be careful. Do not touch.
That will be cool.
My very best.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Phoebe missed again, dude. What the... What is wrong with Phoebe? Wastes a lot of time. What's up, Kim-Chien? No, actually... to do that. Just falling down here. We gotta fight a couple more enemies, then we're at the boss. We gotta pick up the Knight Sword, which is on the way, and it gives +5 agility. So if you have the items equipped in the fight, it actually gives you a status boost and some stats. And the sword gives you +5 agility of +5 speed. So you have a high chance of acting before the enemies. The claw or the later claws give magic. The axe I think gives strength, and the bombs just don't give anything. So here's where we're gonna pray that we don't get riddled again. First riddle is fine, the second riddle will be bad. The first riddle for some reason always hits Phoebe. So riddle once it's not too bad because we need to get the bombs off. The riddle twice, that's bad. Shame on. Oh, shame. Alright, can we hit level 11? Never mind, we don't hit level 11. That's somewhat bad, but I guess, whatever. It's not like we're gonna fight additional enemies because of that. Alright, so upcoming next boss, Ice Golem. Ice Golem is a pretty giant thick head. This is again a pretty dangerous fight. You want to cast fire obviously because he's weak to fire. But it depends on really on RNG if he does what he's supposed to do later in the fight. The problem with this fight is also that for some random reason the boss can suddenly go faster than Phoebe, and that's usually what's gonna screw you over majorly. Or if he decides to crit, of course. That is actually fine. If he does sleep, that is probably the best thing that he can do. That is not so nice. I guess, let's be safe here. One general thing in this game, if your partner is dead, the fight is basically over because you have absolutely no means of reviving your partner. We'll also not have that during the entire game because we're gonna skip the entire Firebird section. So we will also skip getting the life spell. What that means is that we will not be able to cast revive on our partner, so yeah. Partner is dead, run is over. Oh, nice, he went before Phoebe, that is actually pretty bad. So if this boss in critical health points, he starts spamming the absorb spell, basically it's like life, absorb, whatever. Like the waterfall thing. And that can be quite annoying, but he should be dead after the next turn. Maybe I need one more turn now. There shouldn't be any... we're fine. He's gonna be dead now, unless he goes first and puts Phoebe. Yes. Alright, but pretty solid, I guess, not too bad. Yeah, this is correct, yeah. Yeah, but I also had to think about how to pick up the items again. Didn't play this game in a long time.
Actually sucks.
Kind of. Alright, don't forget to pick up the coin here. Alright, and now we can move out of the dungeon again. Alright, so we can basically go to the next area right now, which is Fireberg. But we're gonna do one little short, one short detour. So as you have seen in the on the old world map, there are you can just move, like it's not like you can roam around freely, but you have these set points where you can enter. And you have a lot of these green fields. These are called battlefields. And this is basically the game's way of saying, hey, you want to have random encounters? Here you go. You have a bunch of random encounters. 10 at a time. It's not really random, but it's, yeah, semi-random, I want to say. So if you defeat all 10 enemies of one battlefield, you get a reward. That reward can either be something useless like gold or experience or something like that, but it can also hold pretty good items or spells. And we're gonna get the exit spell in one of these battlefields, and exit is probably the most broken spell in this entire game. Not only lets it obviously exit you out of the dungeon, but you can also cast exit in a fight to remove an enemy from the battle. Doesn't give any experience, but we don't care about experience, so whatever. So yeah, we're gonna fight them right here. And you can all take the Sphinx guessing game. We have to fight 10 battles. You can get 2 formations. It's either a single squid like this, or it's a squid with a Sphinx. If I get a squid with a Sphinx, it's bad, I have to run away because I cannot fight 2 enemies. If it's a single squid, I can kill them right away.
Did you say you could take the squid one-on-one?
Yes, I can take the squid one-on-one. Now this is bad, because this is like 90% of the time this is also an unexpected attack, so they also get a turn before I can actually run away. So I'm just gonna say 4. I'm gonna get 4. 4 is still a pretty good number, I wanna say. Or 4 is probably something that would mean, like, you can give me basically a number between 0 and, or not 0 anymore, but 0 and like 15 or something. So how many bad encounters will we get? We already got 1, so we have to kill all the 10 battles here. So ideally you want this to happen. You get a single squid, you are faster than the squid, you don't get back attacked by the squid, and fight is over. But sometimes this shit happens, and sometimes this shit happens on top of that he also is faster, and that is like bad, I guess. Not the worst thing, but still just 1 so far, so good. I don't know what the world record is actually for this, but I think I have a pretty good shot at that because I had 14 in that one run. Probably, yeah. I had 14 Sphinx encounters. Never more.
8 is already fucked up. I mean,
yeah, 8 is already fucked up. I want to say like average is probably like 3. We're at 2 right now, so not looking too bad. Just wanted to drink myself. But don't worry, I already had it happen that I got like 7 in a row. That actually has never happened before, but that would be quite amazing. Only 2. That's a pretty good number, I want to say. That's above average, definitely. We got the exit spell. No, it's not what I recognize. No, I know. By far. Can still PB though.
have to.
So one thing we're gonna do is just push the statue right here, and then we can already use the exit split, yeah, exit spell. Alright, so now to explain the pretty major glitch that is about to happen. So I told you that we want to have the consumables in a very specific order. So right now the first half of my inventory is empty. Now you can also buy consumables from certain people in the town. And there's one guy in that next town that sells us magic seeds, which we just use up. So we don't have any magic seeds in our inventory. So turns out you can also buy 0 of an item. And what that means is if you have 0 magic seeds in your inventory, and you can actually use those 0 seeds, it's gonna underflow your inventory. So two things happen. One thing, you get, from 0 you get to 256 seeds. So you have like unlimited seeds, but you also underflow the next slot in your inventory, which are the cure potions, and they underflow to the sky coin. That means is you don't have any more cure potions in the top row of your inventory. And that means, because the top row is usually only reserved for consumable items, you actually can buy cure potions and underflow your entire inventory. So we're gonna buy 0 seeds here. We're gonna use those 0 seeds. You can see no more cure potions in the top row. Now you can buy cure potions from this, and depending on how many cure potions you buy, you underflow your entire inventory. I bought exactly 19 cure potions, so we get both the sun coin and the sky coin and the Mobius quest and the Venus key, I guess, as well. So we got all the most important items to finish, basically to finish the rest of the game, almost. But what this means, because we already have the sun coin, we can skip everything in Fireworks. So rip Ruben, you will not be missed. And we can just straight up go right into the next area. And that is pretty big time save, because the Fireworks section is debatably probably one of the longest section of the game, actually. It has 3 dungeons, and all 3 of them are pretty big, I want to say. Interesting as well, yeah.
Yes, I do.
There is, yeah. The Jin skip, we don't get to see the Jin skip, yeah, I'm sorry, but...
It's kind of sad.
It's really sad, it's really cool. Yeah. Alright, so now the most dangerous fight in the entire game. You fighting alone against a single mummy. The worst thing that can happen is that he can just instantly petrify you. Oh, that's also not so good, actually. Okay, don't miss.
Almost got bodied.
Didn't die. Oh wait, I already died to the behemoth, goddammit.
That's
So getting a deathless run in this game, even like in a serious speedrun, is just pretty rare. Unless your name is Omegas. So one of them is your PB? Alright, so we get Tristan back. Also another side thing, or side consequence because of that, is that the clouds, as you can see, I just walked through all the clouds, they don't disappear because you didn't hit the trigger for them to actually disappear. Luckily, and this is also the worst thing I can get here. What am I doing? Luckily, you still can actually access these things if you know where you're going, so this is probably game over. Yeah, I wanted to do that, but I just hit the A button. Rip. Should probably refight this because this fight is very, very stupid. This is somewhat better. 3 mummies are very, very dangerous because you can just petrify everyone. This could still be better. Should be fine unless it misses. So if you cast white spells on enemies, they actually have a chance to miss. Which is kind of stupid. So we keep Tristan here just for like 5 battles and then we kiss goodbye to him again. This Tristan is pretty useless, so that's also nice. Yes, I'm gonna heal. No, deathless as in you don't game over. Like, deathless as in no character dies is basically impossible. I don't think this will ever happen. Alright, we talked to this tree, but it won't let us in. You have to get someone that is like can talk to trees and shit. So we're gonna get our waifu Kaylee back. Accepted it. It's for the good RNG. I accepted it. Alright, now we can say goodbye to Tristan right away. Tristan always looks petrified. Basically, yeah. He definitely acts like he's always petrified because he doesn't do shit. First of all, I gotta deliver Tristan to where he belongs. Ruben is my true waifu. Yeah, we do get to see Ruben later in the game, just for a couple fights, but not too many, but yeah.
At least he's white. I thought we already ate like that entire thing.
Alright, so Tristan's gonna stay down here with Spencer so that they can go on a precious treasure hunt. But before he leaves, he gives us a very important item for the game, the Dragon Claw. And with the Dragon Claw, we can actually... it's like a grappling hook, basically, so you can also reach areas that would otherwise be out of reach. We'll see that in the upcoming dungeon a lot. She just blows up the entire place and then just shrugs it away. We can get Kaylee back into the party. I remember Kaylee was like level 5 when we got her in the first place, or like she was very sick, so she's been lying around, so surely she didn't like train or anything. And what the fuck, she's level 31. Alright, sure. And here you can first of all see like how insane the level discrepancy is between you and your partner. Admittedly, we skipped 3 big dungeons, but still, I think even if you did all those 3 dungeons, you would be like 18, yeah, around about, I want to say 18 as well, like somewhere around there. But she would still be significantly more powerful than you. Basically, what they decided to do is since your partner doesn't get any experience, she basically has to have a high enough level so that she also can hold up with like the end game or the end dungeon boss. And yeah, I guess. Alright, one thing that we still have to do here.
Would have been too hard to just make a level up after.
Yeah, that is way too complicated. Like the plebs,
the experience just give her like 2 levels for each boss or some shit.
The plebs would not understand that mechanic. Stupid Americans and stupid non-Japanese people. Alright, so you get a glimpse of Doom Castle music. We're gonna get one more thing here before we move on. Why did I cast arrow on one? I don't care. We gotta get the arrow spell for Benjamin, or for GSH3. Yeah. Technically, yeah, but yeah, arrow is a pretty good spell, versatile as well. There are a lot of enemies that are weak against it. So ideally you want to only have 2 enemies here because you can instantly kill them with the first attack from Kaylee. Like almost every enemy in the upcoming dungeon is weak against arrow, which is pretty useful. But it's, yeah, it depends on how your turnover goes. No. So that's pretty bad, but Now we got Katie, we get access to the Deku tree. It surely has to be the Deku tree. And apparently this tree has a lot of enemies inside. This is probably the longest dungeon, one of the longest dungeons in the entire game. And yeah, as I said, almost all enemies in this dungeon are weak to arrows, so that's also the other thing that I mentioned, that they conveniently give you the spells that the enemies in the upcoming dungeon are weak against. Very, very convenient. By the way, also I haven't talked about equipment yet. If we find equipment, it automatically gets equipped. Like, you don't really have to do any sort of equipment, or any sort of that. If you find like an armor that is better than your current armor, you automatically equip that, and there's no way that you can like unequip anything. So very, very basic as usual. Same with weapons. If you get an upgraded sword, you automatically keep that, and you cannot go back to the weaker sword or anything. So from here on, also we will almost exclusively, if we attack with Benjamin, we will almost always use the exit spell. So as I already said, it basically one-shots the enemy, just with the difference that you don't get experience for that. But yeah, as I already mentioned, experience is completely neglectable in speedrun. Because your partner is so strong anyways, you don't even need any experience on the main character. Alright, so these guys are, you have to just take out one by one, but usually it's also fine. This is fine. Poison is not so cool. You always want to heal, stuff like that. It doesn't damage you on the overworld map, but still. Alright, now we start this beautiful thing called the Worm Gauntlet. And the Worm Gauntlet, basically we're gonna have to fight like 12 or 13 worms in a row of these, and they can either come in a formation of 2 worms, or they can come in a formation with 3 worms, at least in this room. And this is bad. So you usually want to have the formation with 2 worms. It saves a significant amount of time if you get 2 worms, because you can just instantly kill them with Katie or fight over. If you get 3 worms, Benjamin is usually slower than all the enemies, so you have to sit through all of the attacks from them, and you have to it wastes like 15 seconds if you get the 3 worms. So this is what you want to see, because you can just hold it in and you cast arrow on them and they're dead. Easy as that. That is not cool. You can also single target these things, but I usually like to just multi-target it. Should have been better to just single target here now, I think. That's it, since we have infinite amounts of seeds basically, we can just spam magic everywhere. Don't have to be cautious about that. No, this is the worst encounter you can possibly get. 2 worms with a slime. Now the slime unfortunately reflects any kind of magic. So yeah, that's kind of, oh wow, that's really bad. That was really unlucky. That's really unlucky. Yeah, you definitely don't want to have the slime encounter. No, we're surely gonna go back to 2 worms right now. Never lucky. Can I get 2 worms, please? Probably not. So I'm just gonna take them down one by one. That's the more, I think, safer way. You're gonna have to heal up after every fight. Literally never lucky. That's moral story. You don't even have to know Spencer or trust him. They're both neglectable. Finally, we can get 2 worms, like the first time in this game. I mean, it's not like the story of this game is super interesting or anything. Oh, look at that. Sometimes lucky. Yeah, if you want to casually play through this game, I actually enjoyed playing through this game casually. Like most people just hate on this game, but I think it's totally fine for what it is. And yeah, I definitely enjoyed playing through this as a child. As I said, this dungeon is very, very long. There's also much more, like, there are so many more enemies that I just didn't even fight. Or that I obviously don't want to fight because they're just not in my way. In this entire game, we basically only fight enemies that are exactly in our way. Like, we don't fight any additional enemies except the fights for the exit spell. That's the only exception for that. Everything else, we just fight everything that we absolutely have to kill in order to advance the story. Yeah, as I said, there's like so much more in this dungeon which you just never even see because it's not necessary for the speedrun. Most of the time you just get like a normal chest which contains like 3 consumables and it's not even that great in that way, so... There are some secret items like certain spells or items or weapons or whatnot, but most of them are really just... It's just worthless to go there. What's up, Lindaru? Ja, hallo!
Ja, guten Tag!
Guten Tag! So we're gonna fight these things with the bombs, hopefully kill... Okay.
Why here?
Agree.
Those are two.
Yeah.
It's those are two.
It is, I know. Again, skeletons are weak to arrow. As I said, like 90% of the enemies are weak to arrow in this dungeon. So it is convenient that we just got arrow and for Katie as well.
I guess I don't have space in your story.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's cool, I can't say. I need to remove, you need to remove something, like, I need to say.
But then I have to remove
Yeah, trigger?
But why? Or do you want to remove the Glorious? Glorious, I don't know
What? Hello?
Is that going to be removed from the
I just need one slot for one.
So ideally they're gonna cast Dissolve on Katie because Katie is immune against Life Drain. Or not only immune, but also absorbs it. I don't know. Why do they always attack them? No. That's fine.
We see the Jenja special. We can't see the Jenja special this time.
Me with 3 ones. They already saw it earlier. Yes, I'm confused. But I also went back to targeting them after a while.
It's actually worth a try here because you're level high.
So yeah, we have like 5 more enemies before the boss. 6. I think it's 5. And yeah, then we get one of my favorite bosses of the game. Yeah. Like, people get trolled in every boss in this game, and that's kind of expected. You always get trolled at some point. But Ghidra, for some reason, he likes me a lot. I don't know why, but he really, really likes me. In theory, you can also use the Dragon Claw for these slimes, but the Dragon Claw also has petrification stats on it, so you can potentially, like, if an enemy gets petrified, just kill, like, he's killed. So you can also use like the Dragon Claw, but it's somewhat unreliable because it not always petrifies it, and the bomb is just faster for that formation because you have to attack both of them anyway. Alright, so for these 3 skeletons, we definitely want to kill them off one by one. Okay. Alright, now we get to the boss. The boss is a problem because the boss really likes to use stone gas, which petrifies the character. That's why we have to get rid of these skeletons. So I don't know why, but if you single target the arrow on the skeletons, he will always use Paralyze on KD, whereas if you multi-target it, he will actually cast Paralyze on anything. That's good though, because Benjamin gets killed, and as I already said, the AI reacts to enemy behavior immediately. So yeah, here's where we're just gonna hope that he does not use stone gas like twice in a row. However, it's the best thing that you can do because your partner is weak against the arrow or against the arrow. Maybe I should overthink my decision.
Flawless! Fucking flawless, dude!
Okay, that was actually like probably the best guitar I've ever had. Maybe, I don't know. It cannot go better than that. Actually. Pretty much, yeah. Alright, now it's time for the Goon Kid. You can see it in the background with the trees. It says Goon Kid. It's supposed to say Go On Kid, but Goon Kid makes much more sense.
That's it, though.
Yes. And with that, we can move on. As you can clearly see, the tree is right now moving. So before we're gonna exit out, we're gonna do one more thing here. Luckily, right now that we defeated like the main villain of this dungeon, all the enemies are gone, which means that we can roam freely and collect some valuable treasures. Didn't even press up. Just gotta chop down some mushrooms and then we get to a spell that is very important for not only the next dungeon, but also like I'll say the next two dungeons kind of. But it's a good spell, especially for the next boss. That's the most important part. That's Meteor. Valuable treasures. So now we're just gonna walk through the clouds here, easy every time, and we get to Windia. We're gonna do three things here. First of all, we're gonna buy the nope, Cupid locket.
First of all, we better slay some
First of all, we're gonna. Secondly, we're gonna collect the super bombs. Mega grenades. Why did I say super?
Yeah, please.
Mega grenades, of course. I don't know anything about this game. Now we have to get them. Exactly, it's bombs. So we have to get the mega grenades in order to advance the story at some point. We just need it for basically one spot only, but you have to have the mega grenades for that. There's no way around that unless there's just no way around that. Alright, so we meet this guy named Otto, which should definitely have been named Sid, but whatever. And he's looking for his daughter, and he's looking for a way to repair the bridge to the tower to the top. And for that, we first of all have to climb this mountain and get rid of some stupid guy.
After we see Circle 6, then it's Danky, I guess?
Yep.
Don't worry, I was all less than that.
Gold was having a great day playing FF8 into Danky.
I mean, Wolves can also be the FF6 rank if he wants to. He said it! I mean, I'm out.
I could take the controller for like 2 minutes just to get Aluminio because that's like that is my specialty.
Unfortunately, we got Doom Dance, otherwise this fight was gone much faster. On the bright side, I don't have to use another seed. Well, the boss, because there are only 4 encounters. Probably. Anyways. Yeah, that was Windia. I guess that works as well, but I actually wanted to single target the... I actually am not sure if this works now. I wanted to single target the arrow, then the meteor actually, because I think the arrow is right now. Yeah, those kind of mistakes, if you add them up, they just cost you a lot of time in the end, so you usually want to avoid that kind of stuff. As I said, you usually want to try to kill all the enemies in one round. Please don't do that. Does that work? I'm not sure if that works. Dang. That works. Getting a little bit unlucky with Benjamin getting sniped all the time. What's up, Funeral? Thank you for the good luck. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me, like I keep getting distracted by my own stupidity.
Getting distracted by my own stupidity. Oh god, dude.
Please don't do that, man. But whatever. We got one more fight, then we can get to the next boss. It's not that long of a dungeon right here. What's up, Rivers? Thank you. Sure fields. Never mind. That's actually good. Gotta go anyway. Alright, upcoming boss is Dullahan. Dullahan is a very, very strong boss who has very strong physical attacks, especially. And the best attack in the game. Doom Dance, of course. Unless you meant Boomerang. Alright, first of all, as usual, we gotta get rid of the additional enemies. And this guy has some pretty... Oh my god, this is unbelievable. That is seriously unlucky.
Even better.
Well played, game. Well played. Nothing. Double crit. Nothing. Yeah, at least that I fast. It's better than you dying at the end of the fight. That was pretty stupid. Alright. So most of the time we're gonna use Mito here. I think it should be fine. And I'm actually gonna cure to both of them, so I'm gonna switch. Almost did a cure to. Well, if she would have been dead, even Auto wouldn't have saved that. So. There is a secret strategy you can do for this. You can cast heal on the boss, which actually has a chance of paralyzing it temporarily. It's a secret strat. Don't do it, don't do it. Thought maybe with a crit or something.
He's going after him a lot.
Yeah, that's also pretty unlucky. Again, the turn order is somewhat random for this. He should be fine. This is fine. He should be dead? Question mark. Okay, let's make this super safe. Alright, I guess. At least we died very quickly. There's positive about that. Alright, with that we can move on and go back to Winyam.
On to the actual best.
On to the actual best dungeon in the game. Gold Omegas. So the wind has stopped and now you can activate the bridge to the Pazuzu's tower. And this is Pazuzu's tower, the best dungeon in the entire game. First we're gonna get Norma bag, which is Otto's daughter. Unfortunately, that's not enough to do the story triggers. We have to also complete this entire dungeon. Now, the dungeon. If you do not know this dungeon, then what the hell is wrong with you? This dungeon has 7 floors in total. And the boss, Pazuzu, which is the guy named the tower afterwards, oh goddammit. He is sitting in the middle of this tower on an elevator, and the elevator can reach floors 1 to 6. So floor 7 is reserved, so no floor 7 there. Now, he's always going to be on the floor that you are right now, so you can basically talk to the boss whenever you want to. Now, unfortunately, if you talk to the boss, he's going to escape and he's going to appear on a different floor. There are switches on every even floor number, so you have switches on floor 2, 4 and 6, and you basically have to hit these switches in order to seal off the floor, so you cannot escape beyond that point anymore. Now, unfortunately, the way that you maneuver through this dungeon is you're gonna climb up from 1 all the way to 6 or all the way to 7, and then you're gonna go back down through the odd floor numbers again. So that way, the first time we can actually speak to Pazuzu is on floor 3. So since we're gonna talk to him right there, he's gonna move to a different floor. So since floor 7 is out of the question, it can either be floor 1, 2, 4, 5 or 6. Now we're gonna do the one jump so we get the pixel perfect RNG manipulation. This is frame perfect by the way, so there's no way to manipulate that, unfortunately. If someone finds a manipulation for this, again, some people would really kiss your ass for that. Alright, here's where Katie also hits while she's blind. Can't even do it with safe. Alright, so Pazuzu right now can either be on floor 1, 2, 4, 5 or 6. And as I already said, the way that we move through the dungeon, the first time we could potentially see him is on floor 6. Now floor 6 also has a switch in it, so basically if we hit the switch on floor 6, he cannot escape anymore below floor 6, and since floor 7 is not a thing, you can basically fight him right in floor 6, and that is pretty damn good because you can skip most of the dungeon. Now, unfortunately, since it's actually completely random, he can also be on another floor, in which case you have to walk through the entire dungeon and eventually even hit more switches. So, the worst floor that you could possibly is floor 2. And just to give you an example, floor 2 is probably like 11 to 12 minutes slower than floor 6. Yeah, it depends on how the fights go. And 11 minutes is a pretty big number at this part, so... so roughly, like, from best to worst, you got floor 6, which obviously is the best possible. Next best is floor 1, which is roughly like 4 to 5 minutes faster. Lower. So even the second best option already wastes like 5 minutes, which is pretty huge. Next best floor would be floor 5. Floor 5, which again is like 2 to 3 minutes slower than floor 1.
It's like 30 seconds. It's not that much. It's like floor 1 has like 2 encounter slots, maybe. It's not that much. The big thing about floor 5 is that you have to look back, whereas in floor 1 you just look out and
Then we got floor 4. Floor 4 is just barely slower than floor 5 because you have to fight 2 extra encounters. So it's not really that, like, just like 1 minute. Or maybe 1 minute of talking. And then we got floor 2 where you have to basically walk through the entire tower like twice to actually get to fight him. So yeah. You can all take your guessing games now if you wanna guess on which floor I'm gonna get. What's that?
Who is your wife?
Haley, of course.
And it's floor 6.
Easy first.
As I said, can either be 1, 2, 4, 5, or 6. 6 being the best, 2 being the worst. Oh, nice. This is gonna be great. Also, these are the staircases of doom, where we will probably die a couple times. Please don't be faster, please hit. So many variables here. Yeah, it cannot be floor 3 because floor 3 is the one you talk to him, so he goes away from floor 3.
He starts in his head, he starts out in the floor. Yeah, you push him to floor 3 from floor 2 actually. Because you can find him in floor 2.
Yeah.
We're at the final, I don't know why, except for 6, he has to be on an uneven floor. Maybe on 1, 3 or 5.
Well, it's because floor 7 floor 7 is unable, like, is unavailable.
But,
Which just prevented going
Don't quit. Floor 4. Didn't die, that's pretty sick. So we're on floor 7 right now. This is like the top of the tower. As I said, we cannot. Of course.
That's how it's
yeah. That's kind of the problem.
If you just instant, you go instant. Or you probably not like time on the bad ones.
Yeah.
Which is what they said.
I didn't actually explain that the mega grenades actually, like the difference between the normal bombs is not only that they are stronger, of course, but you can also throw them from a distance and you can blow up like cracks in the wall, stuff like that. I got confused. Sometimes you have these brain farts where your brain just doesn't want to compute and then you just do dumb stuff like that. Nice suicide. We're almost at floor 6 though. Couple more encounters. Alright, last encounter, now then we're on floor 6. And before we actually go to check if Pazuzu is on floor 6, gonna grab the strongest spell in the game. I don't know. Alright, so we got Flare. Flare is the strongest spell in the game, does by far the most damage. As we're gonna see right here. If I would not think arrow that is. Alright, so it's another common tradition that if I actually do get Pro 6, you have to spam all the PogChamps in the chat. And if it's not Pro 6, you have to spam all the baby rages in the chat. So you can already prepare your baby rages. Surely it's not gonna be Pro 6, right? Why did I leave the door open? I don't even know why I heal here. Alright, hitting the switch.
PogChamp!
Fucking champ! Dude, unbelievable! It's because I did the swag jump right before.
It's because they said the game. If you pay attention, I actually caused it the time. Omega's attack is
Alright, so we hit the switch. So we actually get to fight him right here, which is a pretty damn big time save. Yeah. He says no, but yes. It's not.
Which still means, though.
Alright, so Pazuzu has a ton of health points. And he also goes into a spell reflect mode after a couple of rounds, where he reflects all the spells. So you have to be careful about casting certain spells. That's a pretty good pattern though. Already good amount of damage to him. And that crit is not that nice. Very not nice at all. Oh no! He crit Kaden. I actually cannot win. Oh, another crit! Fuck this video game! Rips up too. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. That was the start to the fight and then he double crits. Okay, I fucking enjoy it. I believe. Nice, dude. I did. Now I have to redo this fight. Gives me the good pattern again. That's very sick. You get infinite amounts of give-ups. Literally infinite. You cannot game over in this game. You literally can fight this fight infinite amounts of times if you... I won't. Nice miss. Nice crit. Alright, he goes into another Bell Shield phase. Oh my... I could have been so bad!
Sometimes lucky.
Sometimes lucky. It's actually faster, I see. I should have him now. Alright, 136. That was a pretty bad time for Pazuzu, but whatever. Alright, let's do it. What's up, Mark? Yeah, but anyways, this was Pazuzu. You can, you should remember this fight because, oh, you should, right? Just keep this fight in mind. We're gonna have another similar fight, I want to say. Anyways, we don't need to pick up the chest because we already have the sky coin. So rip that. Now, I'm just gonna double check I should be out here. So we're gonna underflow our inventory again, not right now, but I will buy 0 cure potions. And this time the cure potions are in the last slot, so I don't have to buy anything to underflow it, but we talked to Adana, we have to get the Thunder Rock, which we would normally have to travel to Fireberg for, and then we'd have to talk, and then we would have to travel all the way back. We're just gonna take a shortcut here. We're gonna underflow, we're gonna again use the 0 cure potions in the last slot, so it's gonna underflow the next row in the inventory, and we'll see what's here. See, now we got all of these, and the Thunder Rock is right there. So there we go, we just found the Thunder Rock. It appeared in my pocket. Hey, want a Thunder Rock? Sure, man, I got it right here. So now we got actually Ruben in the party. I actually don't know who this guy is this time. First time we actually see him, but...
That's a lie, he fell down.
Yeah, okay, it's true, but it's the first time we actually have him in our party. Alright, now we can go back out of here, and now that we actually have access to the water and the ship, we can... Thank you, I would have actually forgotten that. Normally I don't forget that, but I didn't run this game for a while.
That's the actual reason you have to get killed.
Yeah, I know, I don't really know.
It's still, but every Mystic one there is at least 2 people.
I don't think I've ever forgotten that before.
I also never forgot the crystal after Dark Echo.
That is true!
Shit happens, dude. What can I tell you?
Alright, so we're on the ship, which is currently still infested by monsters. Please give me a good one. Yeah, but no, this is not the right one, is it? Oh yeah, right. I'm stupid. Yeah, it's the correct one. I was expecting 2 of the majors, but yeah. What I do with Ruben here most of the time. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We're looking for 2 Thanatos here. So we're gonna defend with Ruben and let just GSH3 just cast Flare because they're very weak to it, and then we can just kill them right away. The other one would have been much more difficult, so we usually want to run away until you get that encounter. There's only two possible formations anyway. Same goes to this fight. Oh yeah, hold on. If you want me, I can do that. There you go. There you have it. I squeezed the murder potion. That is bad. Of course, I'm gonna life the single one that got his turn before losing. Oh, what? That is somewhat unlucky. See, this is better. 888. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna pick up the Gaia armor because it's right there. Gives us a little bit more defensive boosts. Now Katie is meeting her dad here and we can finally use the ship almost. But Ruben got very sick because he didn't fight at all yet and that clearly has worn him out, so... Did fall down that bridge sometime. It seems like he's still not recovered from that. So
17 minutes for
easy. Same. There's no way you can die in Doom Castle. So you have to talk to this guy and jump over him, otherwise you cannot enter the ship. Alright, and now we're all set for the final dungeon. Alright, let's do it. Alright, get hyped for music.
This is where you can pick up the shield in the corner, right?
Exactly. That's true. Yeah, I actually, it's just something that I just have forgotten. Alright, so here's a thing that we're gonna pick up. Never mind, we're just of course not gonna pick that up. Called the Aegis Shields. And this is the reason why we need the Megariness. That's the only reason why we ever need it. Alright. Okay, perfect. Every one of them got their turns, so this should be fine. Alright, easy. You can just use life enemies, not has the resistance against it, and move on. You can also cast Exit on him, just fun fact. Can still do it. I don't do something stupid. You can just be here for the minute, that's fine. Alright, so we basically have to refight or revisit a couple of the older area or of the inspired areas from the older dungeons. It's not the exact same dungeon. Not get a first turn, that's sweet. knows everything.
It's almost like
just gotta remember where you have to actually go. It's not that easy. Sometimes you can get lost here, but usually I remember where to go. So far I didn't hear a voice from the left, so it should be fine. Alright. BB being blind here doesn't really matter because we're just casting spells anyway. And spells, if you cast them on enemies, they always hit. I know, it's just like, oh, rip PV right there. I think with Tassel would probably be possible. Don't say no, you don't even know that. Yeah, alright, so now we have the next boss, Stone Golem. Again, you can exit this boss. The next thing why and this boss can majorly screw you over though if he, especially if the other ones. And that's exit misses. Okay, so the reason why exit works on this boss is because they reused this boss from obviously the Ice Golem, and it's pretty simple actually. Like they reused the same boss model and everything, and they probably also reused the same resistances. Now, at the time you fought the Ice Golem, there was no exit spell. Like you can only get the exit spell after the Ice Golem, so they probably didn't even bother to put a resistance to exit onto the Ice Golem boss, and when they reused it, they were like, you know, sure, let's just not give him the exit resistance again, so you can just cast it right there. What? Okay. For some reason Benjamin was faster than Phoebe. Sometimes happens. Actually, it's fine. Look at my spells, but I should still be fine. Should have gone for it. God damn it. Pretty good. Benjamin just randomly going before. Oh, that was actually not too bad though. If Alright, next boss. The original Wyvern. Not really. It's a twin-head Wyvern, yeah. This boss is pretty dangerous, has a lot of very stupid attacks. What? Looking for arrows, please. That's very good actually. Perfect. The worst thing that he can possibly do is cast Fire Breath. Deals a lot of damage on a single character. Better than when it hits Phoenix. He only does that until he hits like 50% of health. Unbelievable! Can you believe that? That is so unlucky. Yeah, that is very unfortunate. Fuck.
I hate to see that type of thing happen.
Yeah. That is very unlucky. If that Fire Breath crits, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. It's the only
Just instantly kills.
in the game that can actually
This is also pretty bad. Here's where it's going downhill. Oh yes.
Remember the shield that we should have picked up?
Of course.
Better than the burning thing.
Normally Benjamin is faster.
You have to switch the weapon.
Yeah. Let's take this like very safe. That's good actually. That's fine. This is fine. But once we get his head chopped off, he's gonna start not using Fire Breath anymore, but Thunder Shock instead. It's way better. Should be good. I know. But he's not using the Fire Breath anymore, that's the more important part. Anyway, go for it. No use in healing right now. Unless he crits. Okay, so fuck this guy. Alright. Well, we got trolled, unfortunately, but... What? Of course. Easy. Yeah. Yes, there is a speedrun of this game. There's a speedrun of every game, basically. Alright, so here is where skipping the Aegis Shield can backfire pretty significantly. Because most, like, the Aegis Shield protects you against petrification and paralysis. But, yeah, it takes like a minute. Okay, it does not protect you against that. It takes a minute and like something change to get it. So, in theory, if you never get petrified or paralyzed, you save time. I'm very proud that people have gotten onto that. It's a very superior strat. Clearly the best. Yeah, no, sub 2 is impossible. Would have needed a perfect. Running wide and fire. Yeah, I'm hungry. God damn it. Oh, please no. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Yeah, you cannot do anything against Doom Dance. Doom Dance just instantly kills you, or it does not. Like, I don't even know what the chances for that are. White doesn't kill them though, does it? Yeah. Fuck me. Oh, nice. Nice.
Guess I know what I'm going to say in Denmark.
Yeah, Zoo unfortunately likes to be a giant dick. That's the problem. Phoebe. What? No, but Phoebe's in my party, so of course she's my wife.
That's not how it works.
No, what? No? Okay, how about Celan is my wife? Does that work?
That's a good answer.
No? Do you have to be a true weep in order to do that? Fucking weeps. Ah, I'm sorry. So anyway, Zoo is a pretty stupid refight. Pretty stupid refight of Pazuzu, of course. So he comes with the same trait. So the only difference is that he actually has a bugged attack in this version of the game, which is called Psych Shield, which in theory would be his move when he goes into his spell reflection phase. But for some reason there's a programming error and he can actually cast Psych Shield as a spell, which causes him to only do 1 damage. That's pretty nice if he does that. So we do want to see lots of... oh my god, thank you. It's already preparation for the Zoo fight, all the Doom Dances. And the other addition though, unfortunately, is that Zoo gained Doom Dance over Pazuzu. And that means that if he wants to, he can just one-shot Phoebe and the fight is over. Again, we do not have any way to revive our party members, so... in case he does that, it's fight over, basically. So again, first of all, we want to get rid of these sidekicks.
Nice.
That's crits. That is good. That is also fine. Alright. Now we just gotta pray for no Doom Dance or no like pile driver crit.
You asked for it.
I mean, come on! What is the chance of that? Can I even kill me, please? Thank you. Like, quick double Doom Dance.
What's the chance of that?
Off the top.
100% if you use it.
Oh my god, look at this guy.
The same.
He dodged because he's a waifu. True waifu. Let's try that again. That one was... oh my god, that actually killed me. That's very unfortunate.
Wow, another dodge. Holy shit, dude.
Shoot.
Maybe.
I mean, he just did it 4 times! What the hell? Oh, no. No. I just, no. That's not how it works.
That is how it works.
Oh my god, please kill me. Alright, this is the so-called Zoo Infinite.
This happens when you don't have the life.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Can you believe that he also has other attacks other than Doom Dance? Just, apparently he also does other attacks. Depends on my wife. Apparently. That is good. Up round. Nice. Did we find the frame? That's actually so funny. This is actually pretty risky, I don't know why I did that, but I have to get all the damage in.
Oh my god, dude.
See, this is how the fight normally goes.
Oh, definitely. That's
Watch Phoebe be faster. Typical Jenja fight, I just got bodied by this guy like 5 times in a row, and now he's only casting Bike Shot. I think we should already kill him. But I said Salon. I have a very good highlight on my channel somewhere where I'm fighting this boss for like 15 minutes. And I had to fight him for like 12 or 13 tries. I got 12 or 13 deaths on that. Anyway, that was the almost like the last real boss, but there's one more boss remaining, which in theory is the hardest boss in the game. But we do have a neat little glitch to deal with that guy. So the way this is gonna work for the Dark King is basically it depends on your level and your magic stat and him having way too much health points. Basically if you cure him, it cures a percentage of his health points. And because he has so many health points and we have such a weak status on magic, we can actually underflow his MP and the cure actually damages him. So I hope I remember how to do this. I think it was cure and defense. So here you see cure does a fucking lot of damage. But because it's not quite enough, we actually have to heal him for a good amount again. Now he's gonna transform. And after that, cure is going to do a lot more damage again. And then we need one more cure to be able to kill him completely. Alright, didn't get trolled, that's good. And that's time. We basically skip this entire like 3rd and 4th phase entirely. Pretty good. Thank you. 204.15. Pretty bad for floor 6, but I got trolled by a couple of bosses. If I had the right rifle. Okay, apparently that's what Maga says, I'm not sure. So yeah, we skip his most dangerous phase, which are like his 3rd and 4th phase, and that is pretty helpful as boss, I guess. Yeah, I got stuck a couple minutes on Zoo and on Twin and Wyvern. If I actually didn't die to them, I think I could have gotten sub 2. Which is what you want to have for... Sub 2 is like the benchmark for good runs, I guess. But for lucky runs as well, yeah. I mean, in order to have like a sub 2 in this run, you also have to be lucky. Like, there's no way around that. Or you just have to have the true waifu apparently. But yeah, anyways, it's the one thing that I can say is if you want to start looking into going into speedrunning. This game is definitely beginner friendly. You can take your time, and it's like if you want to grind really good times, it can be kind of brutal at some points. But this was my first speedrun, and I think that it's a good way to get like into speedrunning in general, because you can take your time, making your choices, and it has some pretty cool glitches, which are not that hard, which are not hard to execute at all. So you get a feeling for that. So I always think it's a cool speedrunner entry RPG, I guess, if you're into this kind of speedrunning, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, overall, like, considering that I haven't run this game actually for like at least like 3 months, this is actually fine my time. Also, like, the number one thing that you have to be lucky at is Pazuzu. Like, literally, if you get like unlucky with Pazuzu and get like floor 2, you just lose like 11 minutes just because of that. So obviously you have to be somewhat lucky. But yeah, that was Final Fantasy Mystic Quests. Yeah, you have to be very lucky. But there's still a lot of like skillful inputs that you have to do, like technical stuff. I mean, there are like so many people who are like, man, even though I got lucky, I still have like a shitty time. And then you look at their runs, and then they just do like menuing errors like everywhere, or just don't know what to actually cast on certain enemies. And yeah, right? Isn't that right, Omegas? Totally wrong. You just have to be lucky enough.
Just choose your waifu, right? I mean, that's all. Just pick the right waifu. Like, on the leaderboards you can see number 1 Kaylee, and everybody else is Phoebe. That's why I am 5 minutes faster. Literally.
Yeah.
No, but he's right.
You wanna watch the glorious ending, or you wanna...
yeah, because then I can, like, undone my notes and shit while the ending is running.
I'm just disable the hotkeys so that you can actually...
Very smart person, dude. Thank you. Yes, I go to this channel to get notes.
So yeah, upcoming, completing the European trilogy of Final Fantasy for Super Nintendo. Best trilogy ever. We have Final Fantasy 6.
My yearly speed crawl through this
Cannot
video
wait for
game.
the Kutan army.
Can't wait for Terra Memories.
That's the one. Okay.
I guess you don't have to do like belt preparation and all that stuff.
I'll do belts, but not anything else. Oh, I found it.
First we have to watch or get the beautiful ending screen of this fantastic video game. The right wife is obviously Rydia. What do you think about that?
It's a good choice. I'm not sure what kind of time you get with that, but it's a good choice. The end.
Boom. The end. Alright, that was Mystic Quest. Thanks for watching. Stick around for FF6.
Hooray!